What's up everyone, Gids here for another video on Wuthering Waves, and yeah, I've been playing this game non-stop ever since it's been released. I'm already, I think, Union level 27, and I've already finished most of the quests that has been offered. So in this video, I'm gonna be sharing everything that I've learned through my playthroughs, tips and tricks that can help you out. So this is basically just information sharing for everyone. And yeah, if you learned something from this video, don't hesitate to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, to show your support, and of course if you have tips and tricks of your own that I have not mentioned in this video, leave them in the comments below. It may help out other players out there and myself as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first tip that I will be sharing to everyone is pretty good because a lot of people might not actually know this one, because usually when you build your teams, you usually want to have a healer on the team. Like for example, in my team I have Verena, but not everyone really wants to have a healer on the team, maybe. But if you want to have healing items, buffs, food buffs and whatnot, in Genshin Impact it's pretty simple to actually equip it, and you'll be able to see it on your equipments or your hotbar right here. But in this game, you don't actually see it and it's not really obvious. But the way to do this one is to press tab and use your utility wheel right here. So it's usually going to be on this slot down here. So if you don't have anything equipped yet, it's going to prompt you to get something equipped. So for my case, I have supplies here, and you can also put specials, of course. But for supplies, you can equip your healing item right here. But how do you change it, right? How do you change it, right? So that's one of the problems that you might have. So basically, you have actually a menu over here that says utilities, and this is how you change whatever it is that you put in here. Okay, so whenever you're turning this wheel, it doesn't mean you're gonna use the equipment right away or the food right away. You still have to press T, right? So now I've just used the skewers and I have increased attack for my party. Alright, so that's a pretty neat tip right there. If you didn't know this one, so share it with your friends so that are looking for heals and buffs outside of a healing character. Okay? Okay, second tip that I'm going to share is the shops that you have in town. So if you haven't had the time to actually explore all the shops and stuff that you can talk to, or NPCs that you can talk to in town, then there are these shops right here that will be selling not really equipments, but materials for upgrading your equipments if you haven't checked them out. However, I don't think these things reset. I'm not sure. Someone correct me if they do, because I just bought these things yesterday and it doesn't look like they reset on a daily basis. So yeah, if you're looking for materials to upgrade your equipment, then this could be a place for you to go. So these things go for 4,500 each, and there's 20 available and it's purchasable. So these things are used for, again, upgrading or ascending your weapons. So this guy is just right by the weapon crafting area. Okay, there's also this shop right here on Coco, like right in the middle of town. So this one's a pharmacy, so you can buy some healing items, again, revivers and herbs that you can use for crafting, for cooking later on for your own stuff. And it looks like there's a reset cooldown actually right here. Oh, this looks like it's a weekly reset. Okay, so these things reset weekly. So if you want to do some crafting or synthesizing, go ahead and purchase stuff over here and craft your stuff. Okay, there's one more shop right here, which is basically the souvenir shop. So this one requires a special currency that you get from opening chests. So it's called the wood textured shard. So basically, I think everything here is also not refreshable. Like for example, the summon items, summon currency, lento helixes. You can also buy shell credits from this one. Food recipes as well, and premium tuners, XP items, right? So yeah, so if you're looking for a place to actually spend this currency that you're getting from chests, then this is the place where you can do it. I'm not sure what to recommend. Usually I would recommend this thing right here, the summons, and of course just purchase as you need, I think, because I'm not sure if these things refresh, so I wouldn't want to be wasting some precious resources on this thing right here. Okay, the next tip, I'm very guilty of this one, but I have to tell it to you guys. If you are really planning to progress as fast as you want to, So the tip is basically quest first, exploration later. So as you can see from what I have here, I have almost all the quests complete. And the reason why you want to complete all your quests first is because your quests are what's going to give you most of the union levels that you're going to need, or union XPs to get your union levels. And a lot of the content in the game is locked behind union level. So the faster you actually get your levels up, the more of the content you actually get to unlock. So if you look at my map right now, there will be things here that you might not even have yet for your account, right? So these things are usually out there in the beginning, but you later on will be unlocking tacit fields. You will be unlocking parallel perceptions like this one. You will be unlocking, yeah, this is a tacit field again. This thing right here, perspective benders, right? So these things right here, permanence heron. So there are many things that you can actually unlock by leveling your union level. And the best way to really gain XP and gain union level is by getting your quests. Okay, so a lot of the areas will be unlocked anyway as well by doing main quest, and you don't really have to really just explore on your own. You want to be guided by the main quest, side quest, and other quests that you can receive into exploring the map. But of course, I understand it's very easy to get carried away in exploring in this map because every corner you turn to, there's going to be a puzzle, and right after that, there's going to be another puzzle, and there's going to be another puzzle. So another pro tip here is if you think there's something in that corner, there probably is something in that corner. So check it out. If there's nothing, then well, tough luck. Anyways. Okay, next tip is taking a look at your minimap for this thing right here, this square thing, this cube thing right there. This usually gets indicated on your minimap whenever you're close to it. So these things are pretty important. They are an equivalent if you played Genshin Impact. They're like Geoculuses or Anemoculuses. Anemoculi? Anemoculus. I don't know. But yeah, basically you want to collect all these things. There's probably an interactive map somewhere out there. So if you have a pretty good interactive map, let me know in the comments below. I might make a video on it in the future if it's a pretty good map. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You want to follow it or you want to mark it if you can't get to it at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty important that you collect all of these things because you also get a lot of rewards by getting it all. So let's try to get this one. I'm pretty sure this is going to be on top of this thing right here. Oh, now it's below. Wait, where is it? It's not up there. Oh, there it is. There you go. Actually, under the bridge. Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna show you where to cash this one in. It's basically going to be on this guy right here, the relic merchant. So we can just fast travel to this dude right here. Alright. This guy right here, you talk to Chenpi and you want to deliver Sonance caskets. Okay, so each time you deliver to him, you're gonna be getting rewards right here. So this thing is actually, oh, this thing is basically constellation for your rover. So this thing has 10 levels, which the amount of Sonance caskets that you have to give them increases for each level. So yeah, from level 6, it's now 12, 16, 16, 20, and then 20 for level 10. And then max is level 10. Alright? Okay, next tip is about your wave plates. Again, I think a lot of people have already emphasized this one. Do not let it reach to max. So you have a cap of 240. You don't want it to reach 240 because it's going to be wasted. Okay, so these things are regenning, I think, at a rate. I don't remember what the rate is, but basically it's 10 per hour. So it's like 24 hours for 240 wave plates. Also, there's this thing here called Crystal Solvent that you can use to replenish 60 wave plates. I don't think this is very useful in the early game, so you don't want to be using these things up early on in the game unless you really want to get ahead and fast track getting XP, union level XP. But I don't think it's worth it at the moment. You want to save this one as you ascend your world so that you'll be getting better and bigger rewards later on in the game. Okay, so this thing basically shows you what the recovery and the fully recovered time. So you can just time it whenever you actually need to take it. Alright? Okay, so for the other general tip that everyone's already saying, focus on 3 characters for the early game and then later on try to build 3 different teams, right? So 3 teams with 1 DPS each, 1 healer each, and another flex character on each. So that's basically it. That's all the teams that you actually have to build. But early on in the game, you can actually just even focus on 1 character and ignore the other 2 if you want to. But once you've ascended your world to level 2 or Sol phase 3, like, it's going to be a little bit harder. Mobs are level 40 and you might want a secondary DPS out there. Like, for example, just the Rover right here and then 1 DPS character. For me, I have Encore. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. You don't want to be maxing out everything because it's going to be very expensive, especially on the materials. But earlier on, when you're leveling to 20, the characters to 20, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal to level them to 20 and it's not that expensive. But leveling them from 40 to 60, I think 40 to 50, 50 to 60, it's going to be very, very expensive. So you have to be careful in utilizing your resources in that matter. Okay, next tip is to kill everything and absorb if you can. Alright, so this tip is very important because in this game, whenever you're killing enemies, there's a chance for them to drop what's called an echo. Basically, an echo is going to be the monsters themselves, but in equipment form. So you will be able to use them as equipments, like similar to artifact system of Genshin Impact. So yeah, this is what you will be farming in this world instead of actual artifacts. So this right here is an echo. So you want to absorb this one and boom. So these things get turned into equipment. So if you look here, this is your echoes. And you'll be able to see things that you've defeated over here. Or absorbed, really, not defeated. Okay? And they will have their own stats and own abilities, of course. They have their own unique abilities that you can use right here. So it's like an extra ability as well. So for example, right here, I have the Ghost Rider and I actually can ride him. So it makes traversing the world so much easier and it's pretty fun as well. Also, whenever you see a lot of enemies or whatever, enemies in general, kill them. Kill them. Again, kill everything, absorb everything that you can absorb. Alright? So there's gonna be a reason to that, and let me explain after this one. So the reason is your data bank level. So if you go to this thing right here, the data bank, so you have levels right here, right? So you can see here there are actually rates, enhanced drop rates, right? Drop rate rarity, there's like 4-star, no 5-star drop rate rarity yet. Also have enhanced drop rate for Overlord and Calamity classes. Okay, and you have a base drop rate of 20%. So as you level these things go up. Chances of you finding 5-star echoes will be much higher as you do this one. So how do you level this one? You basically just track these things right here. So this is based on the rarity. So this is green rarity, blue rarity, purple rarity, and yellow rarity. As soon as you absorb an echo with yellow rarity, it will go to full. Okay, it will go to full. So that's basically what you are trying to do here. You want to capture everything in the game actually. So I still have a lot of question marks here. So this means I have a lot of echoes that I will still need to hunt in order to level this up. And also there's also this thing right here, which is the data merge. You'll be able to unlock this one later on in the game. I'm not sure what level, but this is basically where you can just combine echoes that you have collected, well, useless echoes that you have collected that you don't think you will really be using. So for example, let's see. Yeah, this is probably one aero damage bonus. I don't really need that as a main stat, but the Sonata effect is for a healer, so I kind of don't need that. So I'll just put this in here and I'll just do a data merge. It says I'm using higher rarity materials. Who cares? It's fine. It's for the video. Hopefully we get something good. Oh, we actually get something good and we get an extra as well. So this is what's good about this one. It's possible to actually get extra echoes from this one, but it's not good. Electro damage bonus, but it's for a wind character. So yeah, so this is why you should be collecting everything, because you need 5 echoes in order to combine or do a merge. So yeah, Okay, so I said kill everything, right? So how about these things right here? Because as you all know, you can't actually capture people in this game. But the reason why you also want to kill these guys is they still actually drop you these things right here. They actually drop you materials that you can use for upgrading your equipment. So if you're trying to look for a place where you can get those things that drops for your equipment, then these are the guys responsible for it. So it's still not really a waste to not kill them. Okay, this one's a very cool one. So if you just go right above the place where the Inferno boss, Inferno Rider spawns, like you just follow the highway up to this point where you see an air vent. Go through that air vent. There's actually a weapon, 4-star weapon, waiting for us over here. So let's try to follow it. There's also, I'm seeing something right there. It's a Sonata thingy, right? Yeah, so it looks like we're maxed out here. So basically, they want us to run up this wall right here. I think it's up this wall again. I'm not sure though. Okay, made it. Alright, so once you get up here, it might be something that's hard to see, but it's basically this thing right here. So pick that out. There you go. It's actually a weapon. It's a 4-star weapon. So if you don't have a 4-star broadsword, this is one place where you can get it. There might be some other places out there. So leave it down in the comments below if you know other places that have something like this. Okay, for the next tip, whenever you're doing challenges like this one, never forget to actually look at your lower right side. You actually have abilities over here. So yeah, a lot of the challenges and puzzles, minigames in this game, you actually have a different, or you usually get a different type of ability depending on what the challenge is. So like for the fish one, you actually get to jump mid-air and dash. For this one, you have a dash and a slowdown, so that it actually helps you traverse the challenge so much easier. And for this particular challenge right here, you can actually go back if you missed anything. You can just press S, slow down, and go back. And then accelerate as needed. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. So again, leave a like if you have learned something new in this video. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you have more tips and tricks that you want to share with everyone, let us know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.